Appreciate you being here, and also anyone who is here and circle back. Hey, Janet. Janet, rake my brows. Your comment made me laugh out loud. Rake my brows today. How are we doing? 10 being, bitch, what? Like the worst ever. No, it's backwards. One being the worst ever. No, one being the, I don't remember. But rate my brows. That was funny. So today I did not use the stencils, of course, and I do like them better. But what would you say they would be? Oh my gosh, this eye keeps tearing already. Turn this fan off a little bit. So for the replay crew, we are going to be doing a recap of and a review. Tennis sprayed on Janet. It's so funny. Hey Janessa, I asked Janet to rate my brows today. She gave me a 10 this time if I sprayed them on. Her comment made me laugh. That was so funny. I did not use those stencils again. I did not. So let me do the intro. We're going to do a recap and a rating, well, a tiering of the palettes we used for last month. And it's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We only used 11 last month. I feel like this month will kind of be the same. This eye keeps tearing. This is my problematic eye. So hello and welcome. My name is Dion. I call this the crazy troll nation of YouTube. The crazy, knowing it's okay to be your authentic self. Hey, Sunzure on the laptop. Not watching the kitties in the tub. Appreciate you being here, Sunzure. The crazy troll nation. The crazy, knowing it's okay to be your authentic self in a world where people will tell you who and how you should be. And the troll part is not caring too much about the beauty community standards. You set the standard for yourself. Try not to feel like you need to use a certain brand, a certain tool, or a certain technique because that's what somebody's telling you in whatever video you're watching. No boo-boo kitty troll child. Wear whatever you want to, with whatever tool you want to, whatever techniques you want to get your makeup on in a way, hey Alexandria, in a way that you are satisfied with it. The bottom line here is self-acceptance and self-love, embracing your natural features, enhancing them if you want to, when you want to, but never feeling like you have to. Love yourself for who you are and for how you look, even when you're not wearing face paint. So that's what the Crazy Troll Nation means. That's what we stand for. You know, it's good to be a troll here. It is. Self-acceptance and just loving yourself regardless. You're going to be multitasking. Not sure how much of the chat, but I'll be listening. Okay, Janessa, we know you'll be working, girl. Ooh, pretty girl. Excuse me. 2 things about me for the new folks that are watching this on the replay. Sometimes I curse because sometimes I curse. And there's an organism that lives in my throat that randomly hiccups, gurgles, and belches. And I try to be aware of it to excuse me, but sometimes I'm not aware of it. So forgive me in advance. City Beauty lip oil. Lately I keep making my stomach sick. I didn't watch any makeup videos yesterday. I watched a couple news clips and then I just, went on Tubi. Tubi has some good movies. I put a short list of what I saw on there on my community tab, especially if you like horror and suspense, or psychological horror, like Saw 1, 2, and 3 are on there. Hey Daniel, how are you? Happy Monday to you. So yes, and then I was just watching movies. So like the last couple of days, like my stomach has not been right. And I'm only eating salads and seeds. So I'm like, what is it? So I don't know. So today I've only had Boldhouse Farms so far. And I will probably just have more Boldhouse Farms. And so I was really just not well, am not well. And I want to get well because we have a lot of stuff coming up as far as our live streams. I did shuffle around some of the dates to the live streams that we're going to do. And tomorrow we're doing Tanya's. And the Shop My Stash, the last video we did was interesting because y'all gave me like troll play stuff to do. So I found that interesting, but I was also really glad for it because y'all know I'm working events close to Halloween this month. And so that'll be really good for me to do that and to post on my FET page. And so we'll be doing Tanya's tomorrow. She wanted me to do Annabelle. And the 16th, Janet, we're going to be doing yours. Janet asked for a dragon. And Locke wanted me to do something to exaggerate my natural freckles, which most of them get hidden with the Fenty primer unintentionally. So we're going to do a live stream look that I had planned out, and we're going to incorporate the speckled pen freckles. And the 21st, we're going to do Dawn's look, and then the 23rd, we're going to do Michelle's look. And I put Michelle at the bottom. No offense, Michelle, when you see this, because I feel like we just kind of did two of hers in the last few weeks, I think. And so I said, let's, just drop her down a little bit, just so it doesn't seem like to anybody, why she keep doing stuff for Michelle? And so, so that's why. So no offense or anything, but just trying to even out how much of who requests what. And I'm also going to start playing with Hector and Ronnie. I've only played with them a few times before, but I'm going to practice some troll play stuff on there with them, so that'll be good. And I'm trying to think any other housekeeping type stuff. I don't think so. Question for the members. I'll ask again later if I remember, because I think it's only 2 of you here right now. I was going to do my 4th look with Notoriously Morbid, Spellcast Beauty, Velatofana. And of course I didn't get to that. I got the base face done. But do y'all want me to come right back? And I'll ask this again later when more of you are here. Do y'all want me to just, when this live is over, exit out a couple minutes, then come back and do that look? And so that'll be the question. And also I have a shameless plug, and y'all gonna be like, girl, you crazy. And I'm gonna wait to ask that one, because I'm gonna be like, she tripping. Like, she is straight freaking tripping. And I know I am. Janice says, sure. Hi, Kaylee's. Thank you. And so what we used last month, let me take a sip of water first. I have water handy, Bolthouse Farms handy, and Schweppes ginger ale handy. Thank you, Janet. Yeah, it's always a question in my mind, like, where is that going to go? And I don't mind comments like that, but sometimes it ends up going places. So thank you for that. So what we use, hey, Joe, how are you doing, Joe? Because I know, yeah, how are you feeling today? So we're doing our roundup for September. And the reason sometimes I'll say I want to hear from y'all, especially the members, is because here one of the membership perks is they get to make requests. And so they do get preferential treatment because they're like financially invested in the channel. It's $2.99 a month, and you can cancel at any time. And so that's why sometimes if you hear me say that, that's why. And we do members only lives at least once a month, sometimes twice. And you're doing better, still not getting much sleep, but mentally better. Well, that's good. Better is good. We'll take better. That's good. And I do hope that your sleep continues to improve. So what was I saying? Oh yeah, that's one of the membership perks. And we do members only live streams, at least one a month, sometimes 2. And there's other, little small perks too that YouTube automatically does. But so what we used last month, and I do have brushes laid out because I knew one of the members would be like, yeah, just do it. So what we used last month, we used the Makeup by Mario palette Moonlight. And this has become my official, unofficial shading palette, my official, unofficial troll play palette. And if you have seen, hi, Julia, thank you. How are you today or tonight or tomorrow morning, wherever you are in the world? I'm on the East Coast in the United States. This is the brown that I used when I did my brows with that god-awful tight stencil. And I'm like, I know I got a big head, but why you gotta remind oh my word. Locke just gifted 5 memberships, and KK got one, Sylvia got one, Eden Barnes got one. No, Baines, excuse me. Eden Baines, I'm not familiar with that name. Michelle received one. Hakuna Matana received one. I love it when it's people's names that I'm familiar with. And we know Sylvia has been around, and I need to check on her. Do I have her information? I don't think so. I think I'm thinking about Tony. Welcome to all the new members. Thank you, Locke. And Michelle has received quite a few gifted memberships. And I'm glad Hakuna Matata got one. They're fairly new to the channel, but they've been here like regularly in the last couple of weeks, so that's really good. I'm always excited. When it's somebody I've never heard of, I'm just like, Okay. And I do know people watch and they don't comment. I do know that. Um, you took back your Mario Nature palette, just didn't do well on my skin tone. I'm kind of caught, Joe, because I part of me thinks to just do that, but then part of me is like, what else can I do with it, kind of thing. Um, I did watch Teresa's Dead video in one of my. Thank you so much, Shalak. I really do appreciate that. Um, she did her thing about hi Carl. She used it, and yeah, whew. But I like the looks that she did. One of them, well, actually both of them, she laid down one of the tannish type shades, and then she layered the green shimmer on it, and then she layered on the center of her lid the burgundy shimmer, and I really like that look. And so I'm like, is that something I'm gonna need to experiment with? And so I think I am. Maybe lay down that dark brown, which is darker than the dark brown in Moonlight. They both look the same. I don't know why I did that. And so I'm thinking, do I want to try that? But it's like, do I want to have the layer stuff? Hey, Haywood, how you doing? Sylvia hasn't posted on Instagram, some. Sylvia, I need to I'm pretty sure I'm following her over there. Huh. I'm glad you're doing good, Juliet. You're welcome. You did 4 different looks. None of them look great. Yeah, I hear you. Because mine was like, where's the, like, and so I was wondering, like, do I want to do that? Like, just put down this shade, or I think she might have used this one and maybe this one, and then she layered it. And then I'm like, hi, Roblox guy, how are you? And so I'm like, is that something I want to try? But then I'm like, I don't want to have to layer shades just to get a decent look. Because on her, they did look a little deeper, but then she calls herself uncooked chicken, her complexion. And so, but that's good to hear. We're glad you're here. Thank you for joining us tonight. And but then I'm like, am I going to want to have to do that? You know what I mean? And so I'm kind of caught. And she did really like the mattes. I really like the mattes too. This eye is tearing. Almost looking like a black eye right there because it pulls off my concealer and foundation and powder. So, did I miss Carl? Oh, I did say hi to Carl. Did I say hi to Carl? Hi, Carl. Yeah, I get on a roll and I don't be remembering. Oh, thank you, Roblox guy. We appreciate it. So I don't know. So I'm trying to wait for the feeling of, girl, just get rid of it. And I wouldn't return it because I got such a good deal on it with points and all of that stuff. And so if I get rid of it, when I get rid of it, it'll go in Macquarie for like $35 or something like that. So I don't know. So we used this one last month, Moonlight. Sorry for the glares. We used all 4 of my Hung Vango Beauty palettes. Oh, no worries. We'll be here for at least till 9 o'clock. Don't even. It's okay. So this one, and I know it looks tacky as hell. I'm a label hoe, okay? And I admit that freely. So this one is Warm Neutrals. No, it's not. It's Wonderful Warms. And Generous Green and Yellow. Sons of Ray, did you get any of the Hung Vango palettes? This is Composed Cool. And this one is Brilliant Blue. And we'll roll back around to explaining those. I also use, okay, Alexandria. Y'all, we're still here though. Well, we will be here. So just do what you gotta do, girl. We'll be here. I did use the Metropolis again. I don't know if that video, I'm pretty sure that video aired. That one I don't have anymore because it started irritating my lids, and that's what happened when I had mine eons ago. Around the 3-year mark, it started irritating my lids, and so we did use that again, and I was like, nah, I can't keep doing that. And we also used Notoriously Morbid Rusted Essence 3. That the formula was getting kind of funky, and so I'm like, okay, something's happening. So those 2 we don't have, and because of the reactions, they will be low bottom tier. Even though I really do, and y'all know I love, and I always talk about I love Metropolis. We use Garden Grunge, Spellcast Beauty, which is sister brand to Notoriously Morbid. Gold Dust Woman, Rose from the Dead, and Mary Mean One we paired for a member shop my stash look that Janessa had requested. That was a nice look. I like that one. Unearthly Aura. Ooh, I think we paired that with Circle Loco from Natasha Denona, so I'm excited about that. So I think I got too long to get to where I'm going because there were more people here and they left. But that's okay because you know what? Who's supposed to be here is here. You know what I'm saying? Where's my ginger ale? So we're going to talk about these palettes. I can say right now, excuse me, most are top tier. So I'm looking at one that's kind of suspect. So, excuse me, this eye is tearing. So Unearthly Aura, this is 16 pan palette with multi-chromes, dual chromes, and shimmers. Nair a matte insight. Y'all, this palette, my first look with this palette was for, I think it was Creative Art with Heart collab, and I did a martini look. And so the colors were inspired by a martini glass, and I did put the picture on the side that I was using for inspiration, and I really love that look. And even for the lips though, because you know how for martinis they either put, I don't know if it's sugar or salt, like on the rim of the glass. And so I did a green lip, and then like up here on this side I put I tapped the shadow warner from this palette, and over here I tapped one of these probably either this one, it might have been this one on this side, to mimic like how when you drink from a martini glass you get the sugar or salt on your lips and it's not always consistent. And so this, I had it here and here, and and a lot of people liked it. They were like, wow, like you really was looking at details and stuff like that. Hi Tashay, thank you, welcome. And so this, I love this palette, and when I first got it I did use it by itself, and I'm pretty sure I made a point not to do columns because those are easy monochromatic looks, and y'all know I don't want to be typical, even though sometimes I really am. So I'm pretty sure though that we did kind of hop around for those looks, but this is definitely, hey Justin, well, look who decided to show up today. Yeah, I'm doing okay. How are you doing? And y'all know I love me Circle Loco, which means in English crazy circus. So people who are like, oh, it's chaotic, it's a circus. But anyway, my eyes are looking really brown again today. Well, lighter brown, just like last time, one of the times. Hey girl. Hey Mo, how are you? You finally caught it live. Yeah, for this month in October, Mo, we'll be here Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. Yeah, we're going to be busy this month. And videos going up in between. The new Danessa showed up today. You're excited to use it. Man, them pressed pigments though, y'all. My lids is like, no. My heart and soul loves that woman. But I cannot. And my face doesn't even like her balm powder stuff. Like my skin is like, Like it is, Justin. Life is a circus. And I'm just like, when is it going to be over? Like this is it's just insane. Yours is coming tomorrow. So these are what they look like together. I don't remember the look that we did, but I know that I really liked it because both of these palettes are really nice. Hey, Grace. And so I am excited about that. Hey, Michelle. Michelle, we're doing your look on the 23rd of this month. I ran through the dates and who's who, who's going to be where earlier in this live. But yours is slotted. And these are already all scheduled. And I did, like, as I mentioned earlier, I moved around some of the dates because I wanted to make sure I got the Halloween ones in, well, the troll play ones in before Halloween because I'm working those two events. And so these are what those two look like. These two are top tier. Period. Hands down, top tier. And so, yeah, this should go by quick if I don't babble a lot because we only have 11 to go through. Reading comments. Yeah, Locke, are you getting that palette too? They're talking about the new Lightworks palette, Michelle. Oh my Lord, my stomach's feeling nauseous. Excuse me. Yo, I don't know what the hell. Ooh. So who else in here is getting the Lightworks palette? Your Circle Loco is still untouched after how many years? What? This is my second time having it because around 3 years or so, they start to turn on me. And then I'll still use them. And then when they start to irritate my lids, I'll get rid of it. And so this is a fairly new one. Actually, I opened this September this year. So this is my second time having it. And that's why it looks so pristine, except for this shade over here. You have not used it at all? What? Michelle says she has enjoyed Lightwork 7, done 3 looks so far. Where the videos at? Where the videos? We want to see what you did. And both from Notoriously Morbid. I think this live is going to go pretty quick. Wow, I'm glad you're enjoying it. I know you really had wanted it. This is Mary Mean One. This is the palette that I did the Grinch look with. And I love that look. That's one of my favorite looks. And this is Rose from the Dead. And so Janessa had asked for, and it does look like it could be one palette, right? Like, look at these color stories. She asked for an all shimmer, sparkly, ethereal look. And I'm pretty sure we used the top row. I'm pretty sure we used the top row here and the middle row here. I'm pretty sure that's what we did. And she wanted a super, super thick wing. And I really do like these. And both of these are top tier. I really like these formulas. I don't recall there being any chunky monkeys in them. But I'm looking at this one, and it does have some dust around this shade. And so I'm like, So this one has a couple, but it's not messy. How some palettes you open, and it's just stuff every friggin' where. And so I am excited about these. You're neutral right now? Okay. I have a feeling if I could wear pressed pigments as eyeshadow without a reaction that I would. My soul and my heart just loves that woman. So these two are top tier. And actually both of these were sent to me, which doesn't impact the rating on them. Were both of these sent to me? I think so. I think. Not yes is luck. I am not sure what I'm waiting for. I might be waiting for a sale. But y'all waiting and tempted by it. But I am drawn to 2 of the 3 color stories in it. The blue color story reminds me of Subliminal. Yeah. That makes me surprised that I got rid of Subliminal. Because that was one of my favorites. The only one I have left is Subversive. And I forget even why. Like at that time, I was decluttering them. I don't know. So Gold Dust Woman from Notoriously Morbid. I am feeling nauseous. And all I had, y'all, was Boathouse Farms today. And some ginger ale. So this is what Gold Dust Woman looks like. And sometimes it doesn't call to me. And it is... The bottom row is a deep row. Even this one shows up really nice. And they all show up nice. But it just... I don't know. I don't know. It may be just because it just looks kind of like, But I love the formula. And I don't even use it that often. But these are palettes we used last month, though. And I think maybe I used it trying to see like how I felt about it. But I'm not sure. And so the light blue is the gorgeous topper shade. And it's super delicious, says Michelle. His eye keeps tearing. And so we're going to put this mid-tier only because when I think about it, I think to declutter it. Like, I don't think about it like, oh, I'm going to use that. I think about it like, I don't use it much. Why is it still here? Now, this I want to tell. I do have the fan on over here. It's like 50-something outside, 60-something outside, but my thermostat says 74. So it's warm in here, so it's probably humid outside. I do have the windows open. I heard somewhere that the OG mothership formulas are changing in the future and then no more big shades. People going to lose their minds over no big shades. And so this is going to be mid-tier because it's basic. I did buy this one. Did I buy? Yeah, I did buy this one. Well, I used points. And so thank you to those who, well, credits. Thank you to those who use my codes. I heard that Tulak Patty's bowing to Sephora's wishes. And it's not even her. Pat McGrath is not in charge of Pat McGrath Labs anymore. Her investors are in charge. She does not have control. She's creative director over, what is that? Was it Dior stuff? somebody. But yeah, Pat McGrath herself as a person is not in charge of Pat McGrath Labs. The investors are. And I'm sure that's where we started noticing the Louis Vuitton. Thank you, Locke. The Louis Vuitton camp. Um, yeah, and I think most of us noticed that there was a change, but people are still saying Pat need to do this, Pat need to do that. Pat is living her best life, doing runway stuff, working over there with Louis now. She is not, and I'm sure she still gets. I mean, it's her name on it, so I'm sure she's still getting, a nice check from it, but she's not in charge. She's not in charge. And it does make sense that the investors would go with what the masses buy, because even when, I don't know, Mo, who bought that stuff, I didn't. And like when people kept complaining, Divine Rose 1, 2, Utopian Dream, oh shit, they keep coming out with these pink palettes, but as long as people keep buying them, that's what they're going to keep putting out. So I'm like, if you don't like it, or if you have a problem with it, or if you're saying it's redundant, stop friggin' buying them. Because and it's good marketing and good business sense. If the masses keep buying something, that's what you're going to keep putting out. To me, it's that simple. Like I don't know why the same people that be buying it be complaining, and I'm just like, stop buying it. Hello? Yeah. All right, so I'm making space here. So this is the only mid-tier right now, only because I only think about it to think about giving it away. Are we really almost done? I'm currently going to hold off on Mothership 1 and X for that memory. Oh, okay, yeah, 1 through X for that memory. I will enjoy using the formula, especially until you are over it. I hear you. And I did like Divine Rose 7 when I finally broke down and purchased it. It just wasn't where I live, but all the looks were like super pretty. You know what I mean? And so that was kind of where I was caught. Like, do I keep it or not keep it? I did keep it for a while. Excuse me, but then I was like, let me just get rid of it. Meaning put it on my car and somebody did buy it. Wish anyone else launched it. I'm feeling nauseous, y'all, that quick. I'm going to ask again. I think only Janet answered, and I kind of feel like I know what Michelle is going to say, because this live should be really short. My base face is done. I was going to do look number 4 earlier, but I was still in bed because my stomach ain't right. I was going to do look 4 with, that would be out of order if I did that today. Okay, never mind. Sorry, Janet, or whoever said to do it, because I have scheduled looks 1, 2, and 3 for Velato Fauna, and if I do the 4th look today, that's going to throw the numbers off. Okay, so never mind. Sorry about that, y'all. But I'm I'm stuttering because I'm just like, okay, this is not a begathon. Okay, this is not a begathon. Y'all know I don't be asking for stuff. Every once in a while I do. As far as like subscribe and join the membership. This eye is tearing, and this one's tearing in here. This one's tearing in here. Okay, so listen. Martine Cosmetics is bringing back 669. I believe the launch date is the 17th of this month. And y'all know before, I kept saying, I want them to bring it back. I want them to bring it back. And I even emailed them when they did the shark thing or whatever it was. I even emailed them asking, are y'all going to bring it back? And they were like, well, no, but we have some exciting palettes out. And I'm thinking, they weren't excited for me. Y'all, they are bringing it back. It's been on Instagram. I'm like, they're bringing it back. You paid $25 for the Denona's bronze palette and waiting for it to be delivered. So here's the thing, and I'm stuttering because y'all know I don't be asking for stuff. So when I purchased 669 initially, I purchased it from them in Belgium, right? And it was like almost $20 for shipping. It was like $19 for shipping or something like that. So with the palette and shipping, I paid almost $100 for that palette. And so because of the tariff mess that's going on, and I'm not in the UPS or DHL or any of the tariffs or customs subreddits, but I get notifications for those subreddits, and people are like, I ordered shirts, 2 months ago. They never got here. I got a notice that they're being returned to sender, or they're going to be destroyed, or they're going to be abandoned. And what it turned out to be is that if there's information missing on the form, either from the client or the consumer or the company, then they need to send in that information. But the transport companies are not sending an email saying, we're missing this information, can you send it in? And so a lot of stuff is not getting here. And so I'm just like, y'all know I want that friggin' palette. Why do I want it? The 669, I used that palette until it irritated my eyelids. The color story, Mo, and I do have a playlist for it. That is my color story. The dark tones, the dark base multi-chromes, the dark place, the dark, what am I said? I'm all excited. The dark base multi-chromes, the dark base dual chromes. And they had 3 different blacks that some people complained about, but I'm just like, then don't buy it. One was a for real black, and one was a black with shimmer, and one was a dark, like a smoked charcoal color. But that is my color story. That is 100% my color story. And I love that palette. And I used it until it turned on me. I really did. And I loved it so much that when it started to turn, I made a dupe from my Lethal singles. And I'm going to show it to you. I loved it so much. I'm like, I got to do something. And so, okay, which one is? I know it's one in one of the black. And this is my 669 dupe from Lethal, my BYOP. And y'all would think, be satisfied with this, right? So what I did with this, I did one eye, top row, and I tried to line them up the same as far as rows. The 669, I think, had 18 shades. This is 12. But I did one eye, this top row with this, top row, 669, they were similar. Middle row, Lethal, 669, it was similar. Bottom row, same thing. And so y'all would be like, girl, and I even still have the card from it. Abracadabra, bitches says. And on the other side, it has 669. I don't know if it's backwards on your end, but it's my color story 100%. And so y'all would be like, well, just keep the Lethal and be content. But y'all, that palette, I don't know if the packaging is going to be the same. The packaging was bomb too. Oh my Lord. And so I really want it. And so what I'm trying to decide or come to terms with is, why are these here? Oh, so what I'm thinking is like, so I don't get any ideas from that color story, but that's me though, the messy grunge, the smoky dark looks, but that's my color story. I live for that color story. When I saw it, I knew I was getting it. And when it launched, I purchased it. I didn't wait for it to come to, what is it, Beauty Bay or whatever. And I did check Beauty Bay. They don't even have Martine Cosmetics listed as any of their brands right now. But I loved it. I bought it launch day from Belgium. I didn't wait. Shipping, I didn't care. I paid almost $100 to get that palette over here. But yeah, the outer packaging, the red label. Yeah, oh my gosh. So I do want it, but here's the thing. I'm like, if I order it, am I going to ever get it? Or is it going to get held up somewhere? And so I'm trying to decide, like, would I be mentally okay if I order and never receive it? Because it still would be probably close to $100 with shipping. And so I'm like, do I have that to like potentially just throw away? You know what I'm saying? I know I'm going to get it, Janet, but then I'm acting like I don't know. And so this is, I'm laughing because this y'all know I don't do this. So this is what I'm going to do. You love grunge, but your ideas for looks don't come to mind for me. They did for me. I did them by rows. I did some by diagonals. I did some by, columns. Oh man, check out my playlist. I did over 20 looks with that palette, Mo. Oh my Lord. So here's the thing. I'm laughing at myself about what I'm getting ready to say. So what I'm gonna say is it because this is so ridiculous. And I am getting a YPP check this month. I don't get a check every month, and the threshold is only $100. I don't get a check every month. So it's like every other month I get a check. So I am getting a YPP check this month, which is the monetization AdSense stuff, right? So what I'm going to ask, and I don't like asking stuff. That's why I'm just like stalling, and y'all like, girl, just spit it out. If you are so inclined and you support my mission to order it and hopefully really get it, receive it, and ship it and all of that, super chat or super thanks or something. For me to get the 14669 palette. But I am so, and I am being serious in a way because I know I'm going to get it anyway. But that I was just like, I've been waiting for years. Like, please bring it back. I've been commenting on some of their IG posts. Are you bringing it back? If somebody else would comment, oh, I wish you would bring it back, I would comment to them. Me too. Da, da, da. So they are finally like really bringing it back. So if y'all want to super chat or whatever to go to my 669 fund, I will gladly appreciate it. But yeah, I'm really excited about it. And so I have it in my calendar, the launch date. I just really hope it shows up. That's all. And if it doesn't, I'm just like, I'm going to be crushed. The newest Beauty Bay arrived yesterday along with the shimmer sticks. What newest Beauty Bay product? And so 669, baby. Thank you, Janessa. And I even had a thought to order 2 and use 1 for a giveaway. That's how much I freaking love that palette. I even had that thought. But then I'm like, damn, what if neither one of them show up? So then I'm like, but I did have that thought. Thank you so much, Janessa. Y'all know that palette. When I saw it, I knew I was getting it. I knew I was getting it. What happened, Janet, with the Gloss Gods palette? Oh, I missed that comment. Thank you so much, Janessa. What'd she say about the Gloss Gods palette? Oh, you had the problem with gloss. What, that it turned? Or started irritating your lids? Subreddit. Reddit is an app. It's a mobile app. I don't know if they're on. Well, they should be on a regular computer too. And you. So Reddit is you go and you post whatever you want to post. The subreddits are individual things. Like it might be Ulta deliveries, Ulta shipping complaints, SCOTUS, subreddit. Excuse me. Congress subreddit, DLH subreddit, shipping. So subreddits are just all, not all, but subreddits are the groups or the chat titles underneath within just Reddit itself. So think of like it was Facebook. You can post anything. There's no categories. And so the subreddits is a specific category, and it'll show you what the categories are if you type in to look for something. And so the Dark Lights palette, which is grungy but shimmer heavy. Where the shipping? I got lost somewhere. I think Alexandra's asking what happened, Janet, with the Gloss Gods palette or the shipping. So you didn't receive it? The newest Beauty Bay arrived yesterday along with the shimmer sticks. You know what? I be forgetting that Beauty Bay has its own palettes. Because they use press fingers too, so I just kind of like disregard them. But I did check their website, and they don't even have Martine Cosmetics listed anymore as their brands. And so I'm like, and you know what? When 669 came out, it sold out on their website, Martine Cosmetics. It sold out on Beauty Bay. They brought it back to Beauty Bay. It sold out again. I'm like, y'all, that palette was a hit, Mo. I'm telling you. But then it's about whatever your color story is. But that palette sold out at least twice on Beauty Bay, and it sold out at least once on the Martine site, and they brought it back. But it was like they brought it back like right away. Yeah, I don't go on there, but except like if I get a notification and I'm like, oh, okay, let me just see what they say, and then I'll read it. This is dark. I have no concealer or foundation under here because my tears wiped it away. That's why that's looking like a black spot. But anyway, you got them. Had to spend hours of time with UPS, then contact the Gloss Gods to send documents. They were unsuccessful with UPS, but their inquiry dislodged the parcel. And that's what I'm thinking is like, where's Gloss Gods? Are they international, Janet? I'm kind of thinking so because of that stuff. And so that's my concern is like, it ain't going to be cheap. And then with shipping, or hopefully it will be on Beauty Bay, because Beauty Bay is here, right, in the United States. And if it is, if Beauty Bay is here in the United States, then I need to just wait. But y'all know LBGB got 2 of their palettes, but she left the youth. Yeah, she did. And I keep hoping she comes back. I miss her. I miss Lynette. I need to check on her. We actually met in person years ago because one of her family members live here in Delaware, not too far from me. And so we met up and went to dinner, and we did a picture for Instagram. So this had to probably be like 2 years ago. She is so cool. She is so cool. If it arrived in the U.S. right after the tariff date, just bad timing for me. They have it down now. Oh, Beauty Bay is UK based? So what am I thinking about? Am I thinking of Camera Ready Cosmetics? But they're over there too. Damn. So that's my concern. Is, am I going to spend almost $100 and like it never show up? And then even considering getting 2 and using 1 for a giveaway because I love it so much. Then that'll be... So that's what's been... Camera Ready is in Texas? I should write that down. Because Sense is telling me to wait, but my excitement is telling me get it at launch from Belgium like I did before. So I need to just... Sorry if I'm shaking you. I'm writing down. Camera Ready Cosmetics is in Texas. So I need to... I'm going to check their site and see at least if Martine Cosmetics brand is still listed on there. Because if they are, then it should be coming to there. And then I'll just order it from there. Hey, Dawn. Hi, you number 2. Usually Dawn come in and say hi and she be double 1. So thank you so much for this. Yeah, I'm like, I'm going to ask them for chats for the palette. Did you do it again, or is it just pinned? Because it keeps popping up, Janice. I don't know. I'm looking through the chats, y'all. Ooh, y'all, my stomach. Oh my gosh. Okay, I think I'm caught up. Definitely going to get it. But I'm just like, I just need to feel like I'll be okay mentally if it doesn't ever show up. Because some people are like, oh, I bought like 2 shirts, and what some of them are doing is they'll get a notice saying we have your package at UPS station, well, wherever, and you need to pay X amount of money for us to give it to you. And I mean, if it's going to be extra stuff, just charge me up front so I know, and then make sure I just get it. But people are like getting notices where you got to pay $60 for us to bring it to you type stuff. And I'm just like, so y'all just holding people's shit hostage for money that they didn't know ahead of time they wanted to pay. So it's just a mess. How you doing today, Dawn? She's okay, just getting through the nor'easter. Okay. Yeah. You have the green one. I had that for a while, Joe, and then I got rid of it. It was Mission XXX. Mission XXX palette. And I had bought the highlighter blush palette thing too, the highlighter palette too. And I kept them for a while. And then I'm sure I probably ended up selling on Macari, but I kept it for a couple years. And then the last one that I had purchased from them, I forget the name of it, but it was lighter in tone than Mission XXX. And I was just like, but I kept that for a while too. But yeah, it was Mission XXX. And I did a Mission XXX inspired palette. And I thought it was going to be more of a dupe. But by the time I put it together and looked at it, I'm like, this ain't it. So that's why I put inspired instead of Mission XXX dupe. Like the 669 one from Lilo is a dupe because the looks was similar. And so I ended up just putting inspired. So this is my Mission XXX inspired palette that I made from Lethal BYOBs. And what I realized was that even though it was like 5 greens in that palette, all of them were different. And I missed that in here because I'm like, they really did all serve a purpose. And so, but this is my Mission XXX inspired palette. Would I get that one again if they brought it back? I don't know. But I know I've been waiting for 669 to come back. Well, I've been hoping it would. So when they announced it, I was just like, I was like, ooh. It pins until the time. Oh, okay, until the timer expires. Don't worry, the money collection is automated. So then why are some people... So what do you mean the money collections are automated? So it automates an email or a letter to the person saying you need to send us this amount of money for us to deliver it to your house? Is that what you mean, Janet? You ordered an unearthly winter bundle yesterday. I'm so excited. Oh, wow. Mine's Moab HBT. So the other palettes we use, I don't think we did a look with the Mario Midnight palette. I had Mission Triple X. It was not a quality that I prefer. One of the first I decluttered. I agree with that. For me, their shimmers and metallics were not as smooth as the 669 palette. There was a little grittiness to them. And I was like, in my mind, I'm like, okay, this is not the same formula. And so I do get what you're saying. It was different. It was different. So I don't think we used Moonlight for an eyeshadow look, but I know we definitely used this for some shading last month. Oh, okay, the timer now. I'm like, why did that just jump? So it did. For eyeshadows, I want to say mid-tier. But for Troll Play, top tier. And this is the shade that shifts blue or whatever. This is a pretty shade. And I use this for a highlighter for one of my Troll Play looks. And of course, I do shading with both of these grays and the black and the brown and this shade. So this does get quite a bit of use. And some of the shades are soft. You can see the dips in these pans right here. This one and this one show up exactly the same on my lid. This one and that one. And they do look different. So it's like, I don't know why they show up the same on my lid. But they're just softer shadows, and you can see the dip in this one too. But so we're gonna say we'll say top tier, because when I think of shading, this is the palette I think of. This is the one I automatically think of. So we'll put top tier for Mario for that reason alone. So the only one is mid tier right now, and it's just Gold Dust Woman, because I don't think to use it. And the color story is kind of basic. Maybe that's why. UPS DHL or the brand sends an email with a link to pay now. Oh, so is that something new? Because they were saying stuff like it was at customs or something, and they were getting notices that they needed to pay. What palette you talking about, Mo? Because, we keep moving, and I lose track quick. Are you talking about the Unearthly Winter stuff? Or the Mario? Oh, you don't have any Mario, so it's not Mario. So is that new, Janet? I just want to know up front, like, tell me the bottom line that I need to pay. Because if I pay almost $100 for shipping and for the pallet to get here, and then you tell me I got to pay like another $80, I'm going to be pissed. I will pay it, though. But I'll be pissed. We will, the Mario. Oh, this the moon, the Moonlight one. Yeah, this was from last year. I love the formula. I love the formula of this. And that's what encouraged me to get Nature, even though Nature, I'm just like, the Nature I see outside is, excuse me for that, is more colorful than this. And he did a whole little clip about he was inspired by the sunset and how it was reflective off of different things. And so that's how he came up with this color story. But I'm like, where was you at that this is what you saw at sunset? And this was last year's. And this is Moonlight. Moonlight ain't black and blue. So I'm like, I don't understand like what lens he's seeing things from. You agree, Dion, says Joe. Just give me the bottom line. Yeah, my dumbass would probably still get it. Well, you know what? We're not gonna be dumbasses. We're gonna be clowns. We're gonna be clown trolls, troll clowns. Because I am gonna get it. I think I am mentally preparing for if it never shows up. I think that's what I'm doing, because I know I'm going to order it. And I'm like, if it never comes, I'm gonna be pissed. And so I think subconsciously I'm preparing myself for that possibility. Is that the second to the last? This was last year. This was this year. Thank you, Locke. Hey, Dawn. Yeah, clown and troll better. And so I don't know what nature he saw. The only colors in nature he saw was these two and these. What? And here I am with it. But this one, top tier, and it is the first one I think about when I think about shading. If I'm not thinking about using oil-based or water-activated paints. No makeup is grabbing me, but I'm going ham on perfume. I know you are, and I'll be laughing, Dawn, when you would come into the chat and be like, "Is Grace here?" I'm like, "Oh, you want to talk fragrance, don't you?" Oh man, but that's the only thing that I was just like, 669. And at first I didn't know because they said it was something 669, and then they showed like the next clip in the reel or whatever on Instagram was a coffin. So somebody commented, "Is it going to be vampire theme or whatever?" So I was confused, like, is it really 669 or a 669 vampire theme thing? But then the day it did say 669 is coming back, and I'm like, ah! It's really coming back. Oh, that my stomach hurt. Doing Walmart online started them their high-end perfume. But I am so freaking excited. And so I am glad I am getting YPP this month. And thank you, Janessa, for super chatting to the 669 fund. But I'm just preparing for if it doesn't show up. We used Spellcast Beauty, Notoriously Morbid. This one is Garden Grunge. I had to get it because it said grunge in the title. This is what it looks like. I think the looks we did, I think the first two, I think we did these four for a look and then these four for a look. And then I'm sure I used it after that for something, but I don't remember what I did. But I had to get it because it has grunge in the title. I haven't used it in a while. But then a lot of stuff I haven't, because I do try to rotate through what I have, and I think I have 59 palettes right now. So we recently just started our recirculation over. But I do really like this, and this is a simple palette. If you just want to do 2 shadow looks, I mean, it's set up for you to do that, or just hop around, do quads, do these 4 shades for a look, these 4 for a look, do these 4 for a look, do these 2 and these 2 for a look. And so, you know, there are other things to do other than just monochromatic columns, 2 shadow looks. And y'all know, like, do I ever do 2 shadow looks? No, but I will say you can stop here. This could be a 2 shadow look, but I don't never stop there. Seem too much. Hey, how y'all doing? I'm looking toasty today, y'all. So this is this top tier. My stomach hurts. I only have Boathouse Farms. Excuse me. And I don't have like any crackers. Where are we gonna put this one? Excuse me. Boathouse Farms in general. I'm just like all busted up. What palette is the grunge one again? This one is Garden Grunge from the Notoriously Morbid Spellcast Beauty side of their brand. Garden Grunge. I'm gonna put this top tier. I'm gonna just stop playing. It is a beautiful palette. I love this shimmer formula. These shimmers are smooth, and you can tell they're kind of creamy. You can see some dips in some of them. It's one of those creamy kind of shimmer shades. This is nice. I really like this formula. Okay, so almost everything is top tier. The only thing in the mid tier is this one because it just doesn't call to me, and it is just a basic color story. Y'all already know. Y'all already know. Y'all already know. My tacky ass is putting these top tier. And I got labels on the back with the PAOs. And I said, it's okay. Because when I do the flat lays, the palettes are open, so you don't see my tackiness. I'm a label hoe, damn it, and I own it. You wonder if they're not going to sell them anymore. You don't think you have any Notoriously Morbid palettes? I like them because their aesthetic is very much in line with mine for the most part. They do have some palettes. I'm just like, I don't want that. I need to start using Swamp of Sorrows because that's another one that they had sent me when they sent me Veil of Tofana. So Brilliant Blues, all of these are top tier. Y'all already know that. I don't know though. Let me see. Almost each of these palettes, it was one shade. It was one shade that didn't want to act right. And I don't remember which one. Because one of them, all the shades worked well. And I'm wondering if it was Composed Cool. What's the fragrance of the day, Grace? Fragrance of the day for me is Sneeze and Hand Me a Tissue, Please and Thank You. About 4 different perfumes. Y'all, my stomach is... Oh. So what I did first with this palette, and I think I did them all this way, where one quad we did on one eye, and we did these in a live stream, and the other eye we did the other quad, and the looks were really pretty. I haven't wrapped back around to them to bounce around yet, but I do have an idea. So this, you have Unearthly Leather and Lace. This eye is too. I don't want to turn my fan off over here because it's warm in here to me. But and he explained that he did color stories for those who do like monochromatic looks. And if they just want, a blue look, you have a blue one. You want green and yellow, you have green and yellow. You want peaches, you got peach. If you want orange, you got orange. And so, because y'all know I'm not a monochromatic geared person, even though I do monochromatic looks quite frequently because they're easy to do. It's going to look right. You can't mess up with them. All the shades are going to go together. But grunge is where I live. And a messy grunge at that. But so this is top tier. And I'll tell y'all my plan for that. This is Composed Cool. At first I wasn't sure about getting Brilliant Blue because these shades, I'm like, are they going to make me look dusty? They did not make me look dusty. So that was my concern with this one. And so looking at these, I'm like, these will pair well together. And so that's what we're going to do when we got to wrap it up at 8:30 p.m. Okay, Grace. Grace is trying the 3 new Gourmand Creative collabs. And so when I do roll back around to these, we're going to pair these two because I'm like, these will go really well together. And that's the reason I got Wonderful Warm, is because I'm like, okay, these two have a companion. But Generous Green and Yellow don't have a companion. And we did the same thing. We used these 4 shades for a look and then these 4 for a look. So very easy to use, very nice. The formula is solid. This one is one of them creamy shades because I can see the brush marks in it. And I'm wondering which one in here gave me a problem. But it seemed like every palette, it was one shade that just didn't want to act right. Melissa says to Dawn she's waiting to use it, but you're getting over sinus infection and congestion, so I haven't been able to get in the makeup. Oh, I hope that clears up soon. Oh, I hope it clears up soon. And so I was looking at this one because I went into Sephora because I wanted to swatch and see which one I wanted, and I walked out with 3 and then went back and got Wonderful Warm because, and we did the same thing. These 4 for one eye, these 4 for that eye. Because I'm like, Brilliant Blue and Composed Cool go together. Like, where the green? The green ain't got no companion. So that's how I justified getting Wonderful Warm. Because don't these look nice together though? Right? And I think Janessa has almost all of them. And she does pair hers. Actually, and Janessa and I did at least 2 collabs, maybe 3 with our Hung Rango stuff. Y'all, I am in love with this man. I am in love with this man. I'm trying to get that glare off of there. But I'm like, these look good together. So this was the last one I purchased. And I purchased this one for $1 because on the 8th, I'm nocturnal. So I'm up, 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning. I did an online order at Sephora. Except for the palettes. Because I'm like, I want to see them and swatch them to see what one that I want. I walked out with 3. And I had purchased both of these. And when I went into Sephora, I got 3 palettes, 1 bronzer, 2 blushes, whatever. And I purchased these. And then when I got home, I'm like, wait a minute. I had ordered these online. So I returned the ones I purchased in the store, and for $1 extra, I got this one But his eyeliners are nice, y'all. They last all day. They're creamy. They're smooth. There's no tug. And I use them for my inner rims and lower lash line. Y'all, this is really tearing. Like, look how that's just pulling everything off of there. Just like how it pulled off under here. So, but that's why I got this one. To go with the greens. Whatever, y'all. But all of these are top tier. And I do forget which one where one shade was not an issue. And even watching other people's videos, I kind of want to say this one, because that looks like it wants to be hard pan. So I'm wondering if it's that one, but I don't remember. Whereas this one is just really creamy. But then it's like, yeah, this one is looking kind of, sorry y'all. And looking at other people's videos, it was always one shade that each person was like, yeah, this one is something, something, something. And so it seemed like it was just universal. Like whatever shade it was consistent. Whatever shade wasn't working right, it wasn't working right for everybody. And so I found that was very interesting. But then if it's the same formula, then yeah, it makes sense. Marc Jacobs, Daisy, wow, y'all talking about perfumes. Nevermore palette. Got a dupe for Juliet. You had a week ago. I'm always asking like if she purchased any of the Hung Bingo. Yeah, I usually get like one serious cold a year too. And because I have asthma, it usually turns into an upper respiratory tract infection. And then I got to get on steroids to clear that up. It's a mess. But I already know now because it's been that way for years. Yo, I used to love color, but they scare me now since you hit 50. No, Mo, still rock your colors. You see the crazy shit I do. I'm 55. Welcome to the over 50 club. Ew. Or the 50 and over club, I should say. It gets better. Because by the time we get to 50, we know how life is and we know how we roll. Like, we ain't trying to figure out, oh, what's this, what's that. We already know what's going on, what's going down, what it's going to do, what's going to turn out, what we're going to do. So it makes things easier because it's like it's hard to phase us once we hit 50 because it's like, we been here 50 years. We, like, what? Well, what can you do? That I might be like, oh, my God, how am I going to get through this? We already know. Oh, happy early birthday, Dawn. You'll be 55. As my uncle would say, you'll be double nickel. Yeah, it's just like, been there, did that. Like, it ain't nothing else. Oh, okay, Mo. So why did I think? Oh, you said, oh, wait, what'd you say? Oh, since you hit 50. Wear them colors, girl. Be a troll. Wear what you want to and rock it. That's part of the motto here. Yeah, it's wonderful, though, isn't it? Alexa, thank you now for reading the chat out. I was listening in and currently able to read the chat. Oh, you're welcome. I do try to make sure to do that because I want, whoever's chatting to know that I see them and I hear them. And so that's why I do that. Janice says, so far you like it better. Okay, let me read what like it better than what. Oh, the Gourmand Girls Nevermore palette. Janet likes that better than Trapped, but they're both fine palettes. Perfume, Alexandra's talking about. My sinuses is like, girl, no. no perfume over here. Dawn has not tried the dossier yet. This one is Leather and Lace is a good palette. It says Alexandra. I did like the looks of that, but they use just pigments. Fuckers. Hey, Amber. I saw Dawn said hi to you, and I'm like, wait, where's she at? She came in and she's just chilling. How you doing tonight, Amber? Yeah, maybe next year. Yeah. Oh, Dawn says, tell Locke I said, hey, neighbor. Hey, Locke. Dawn says, hey, neighbor. Y'all, this bag right here has been out of control for like a month now, and I don't know what changed. I don't remember it being that noticeable like months ago. But at least it's only on this side because this side don't have one. I'm getting I'm always getting Mimi reflection when I look at the mirror with your blue eyeshadow. Oh. Dawn, you already have a channel. You just need to post content on it. And I think you should start doing content. With that said, just came to my senses. Will not be getting 669 since Martine will be a new brand to me. Okay, I'm getting it. Because I'm up 3:30 in the morning. I sure am. Y'all, that palette. Oh my God, I love that palette. And if they change the formula, y'all know I'm going to be pissed and I'm going to talk about it. Yeah, I used it until it started irritating my lids. And I think the PAO was 24 months. So maybe at like 3.5 years or so, some of them, the formula started changing. I'm like, I'm still keep using it, which usually for palettes, when the formula starts changing, I will just throw it away because I know it's just a matter of time. But I used that one until multiple shades was irritating my lids, because I'd be like, okay, don't use that one. That one irritated last time. Use this one. So I was like I was trying to get all I could out of that palette. And then finally, I'm like, you know what? Just stop playing and get rid of it. If you got to play hopscotch to do a look, so some of the shadows was irritating my lids. Did I just hit something? What did I do? I lost a lot of sleep recently. His left eye has got a bag. You know what I'm wondering now, Joe? I am a side sleeper, and usually I sleep on my left side, and this is my left side. So I'm wondering if that has something to do with it, but I don't know. Because, gravity, they say sleep on your back, so gravity, everything just goes back. So I'm wondering if that's what's going on. But it's been like the last month or so, I noticed that this one has been more noticeable, or maybe I just noticed it more. I don't know. And then long lasting. You're talking about perfume still? Yes, Dawn. It's launching, I believe, on the 17th, which is later this week. And so I did a thing earlier where I'm like, if y'all are in support of me getting it, super chat me some money for it. Janessa sent me $20 minus the 30% that YouTube gets. But yeah, it's coming back this week. So I'm gonna see again if Martine Cosmetics is listed on Camera Ready Cosmetics, because if so, I will try my best to wait. I just want to feel confident that I'm going to get it, because of all this tariff and custom and duties stuff that's going on. I know it's been years, and I've been saying I want them to bring this back for years. Doctors can tell what side we sleep on. Absolutely. Beauty Bay, they told me here in the chat, is in the UK. But I did check Beauty Bay, and they do not have Martine Cosmetics even listed as one of their brands. So I'm like, why not? But still, somebody in the chat told me that's in the UK. Camera Ready Cosmetics, someone told me, is here in Texas in the United States. And so if I order from them, I'm definitely going to get it, because they're shipping it to me from the United States. And so, but I'm going to look on there again and see if Martine Cosmetics is listed as one of their brands. Because I bought 669 before launch date from Belgium, and I spent almost $20 shipping. I wanted it that bad. I'm like, I'm getting it. I did not care. But I'm just concerned, like, if I ordered from over there. You think Camera Ready Cosmetics has a warehouse here? If you can find that link, DM it to me, Dawn. Because when I searched for Camera Ready Cosmetics, it came up, and when I looked in the facts, like where they are, contact them, it was a UK address. Actually, yeah, so how come I act like I didn't know that? Or am I getting confused? Probably I'm getting confused. Do you think you'll get it, Dawn? Does anybody like Fleur? I don't wear no fragrance. That question is not for me. Any of y'all in here like the Fleur, the heavy cream perfume? So we're going to do a recap, y'all, and then we'll be done. Janice says, yes, we're still going to do the look. You still have yours? Mine turned after like 3 years or so. And so I got rid of it. And that's when I did the Lethal BYOP dupe. I asked earlier, and I am going to go ahead and do it. I asked earlier if after this live is over, just click off a couple minutes, come back, and do my fourth look with Bella Tofana. And Janet said yes. And so we're going to do that because we're about to wrap this up. And they still work fine for you? Because even Natasha, for me, starts to turn after like 3.5 years. But then I do have sensitive lips. So the only mid-tier is Gold Dust Woman. And it's just, I do love it, and I love the formula. There's nothing in here that's flaky. The shimmers are smooth. These three are the mattes. This shows up like super, super dark. It will be out of order, but does it matter? I mean, because at first I thought, yeah, but then I'm like, because my idea, I was going to do the look after the live. And then I thought, well, let me ask in the live if they want to see me do it. Yeah, but it definitely would be out of order. But in the, and it's only out of order for me because the title to the videos, and they are already scheduled, I didn't put look 1, look 2, look 3. It's just for my thumbnails. It's like, you know, because I put Notoriously Morbid, Spellcast Beauty, Velvet Tofana, look number 3, put the date, that type of thing. So it would only be out of order for me. Now that I'm really thinking about it. Look number 0. We could do that too. Look number 0. So yeah, we'll go ahead and do that. It is on Beauty Bay, but the palette is not there. I just looked like 2 days ago. But are they really in the UK though? Because if it's in the UK, it's still the question of, am I really going to get it? As far as them shipping it to me, you know what I'm saying? I looked the other day. Can you confirm for me, Mo, that they're in the... Oh, I know I'm getting it. Oh, you're saying getting it like they will ship it to me. Thank you, Janet, because I need that, because I'm really just like... And then I'm like, it's only fucking makeup. Like, why am I like tripping over this palette? Because I fucking love that palette. And I've been waiting all this time for it to come back. And it's just like, it's so close, but I can't quite grab it. So Mo, can you confirm for me that Beauty Bay, like where they're located, like where their warehouse is located? Thank you so much, Janet. And you wrote that earlier, and I just took it as I'm going to get it, meaning I'm going to buy it. And I'm like, yeah, no, I'm going to buy it. But yeah, you're saying I will receive it. Okay. Thank you, Janet. Janet, because she's one of my ride or dies for real, y'all. Yeah, because I know I'm just tripping. It's a fucking eyeshadow palette. Like... Oh, they are in the UK. You just bought the latest Beauty Bay palette, Dark Size. So it would be the same situation. Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Mo. Because a lot of people are not getting their stuff because of the custom tariff bullshit. So this is mid-tier because it's just really basic. I do really, really, really like the looks that I did. The formula is solid. I just don't gravitate to it, you know. Dark lights. So that's the only reason. And this is one sometimes I do think to declutter because I don't use it often, but it is really pretty. I need to, and I did pay for this one, so I don't feel weird like, oh, they sent this in PR and now I'm getting ready to sell it on Macari, which I wouldn't do. I would just give it away and not even post it for sale. Because I feel like if I got it for free, why am I going to charge for it? Like, this isn't Goodwill. You give them stuff for free and then they sell it. I understand they got overhead and all that, but I'm just like, they gave it to me for free. Why am I going to try and make money? And some people do say, well, can I send you shipping costs? I'm like, absolutely. Because I do, y'all, when I declutter, I give a lot of stuff away, like for real. I guess they don't have one in the U.S. says Dawn. I thought there was going to be just talk, I guess. Taxes, and I don't pay taxes here in Delaware. Delaware is a tax-free state when it comes to consuming stuff, like but they have property taxes, which is super low, car tax super low. But as far as buying stuff, even online, I don't pay taxes. Groceries, no taxes. Clothes, shoes, no taxes. Ow, I hit the table. Sorry if I shook y'all. $14 isn't bad though. Because some of these people in them subreddits, they like, oh, I got a bill for like $80, a bill for, I'm like, damn. And they're like, it's triple what the item costs. I'm like, the fuck? If you put the pancake bundle, okay, you're talking about perfume. Used to order, okay, y'all talking about perfume. I'm gonna keep it moving. So this is the only mid-tier, and it's just because it doesn't call to me. The color story is solid, and the formula is good. Nothing's flaky, nothing's patchy. It just doesn't call to me. And I'm thinking now, you know, just go ahead and get rid of it, but I'm not ready to let it go yet. And there's times when I think to declutter stuff, and then I'm going back and forth, like how I'm going with this one, and it's like I'm not ready yet. Because there will come a day when it'll just be like, girl, get rid of it. It won't even be a question. And so that's what I'm waiting for. I'm just waiting for the day when it's like, girl, just get rid of it. But then when I open it, I'm like, ooh, I'm gonna get rid of it. Let me sit that somewhere. So who in here likes this color story? I do. Who in here likes this color story? This is up for grabs. Or you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put it in Macari for like 15 bucks. And this is, it retailed for $34.99. How do I know that? Oh, my label here, $34.99. I'm gonna put this in Macari for $15. And my Macari link is down below. So if y'all want this, and if you are here, like if you're one of my subscribers, message me before you buy it, and I'll lower it to $10 for this. And so do that, Mo, okay? Send me a message first, and I'll lower it to 10. And this will be yours, or anybody else who wants it. And this is one of the few that don't have a mirror in it, but it's a solid palette. And these shimmers are nice. I have a playlist for this too, if you want to just look and see swatches and what I did with it. But yeah, so if anybody in here, and this goes for anything I sell in Macari, if you're here, you almost put that palette, Alexandra said. Anything on my Macari, if you see it and you want it, message me first, because I do negotiate with my trolls. Thank you, Bo. I didn't even list it yet. Thank you. Because sometimes somebody will buy something, and then I always send a thank you for purchasing from me, and they'll say, I love your YouTube channel. And I'm just like, if you would have messaged me, I would have took some more money off. But all right, so I'm gonna sit this aside. Yeah, we're gonna get rid of that. The formula is good. It's good. I love it. It's just basic. Real quick again. Wonderful Warms is wonderful. Top tier. Generous green and yellow. Top tier. Compose Cool. Top tier. You never bought off Macari. I purchased one thing from Macari one time, and I surprised myself, because y'all know I'm fickle with my shit, and I'm just like, and I be messaging like, do you have pets? Do y'all smoke? Because I don't. Y'all, pet hair be everywhere. And this one person was like, we have pets, but I keep all my makeup like in a room where the pets don't go or whatever. And I'm still just like, I ain't order it. And Brilliant Blue, these are all top tier. Okay, I have Venmo. Oh, Mo, when I do makeup at events, they say, like, whoever's in my chair, they'll be like, oh, well, do you take Square? I'm like, I take Square, Venmo, PayPal, Zelle. What's the other one? Something, I'm like, I take them all. And they be like, okay. Like, I'm not leaving nobody out. Yeah, so I have Square, Venmo, PayPal, Zelle. It's something else. It's something else too. But I got them all. Garden Grunge, top tier. No, I do not have. I do have pets. They're all stuffed animals. And I'm a quitter for smoking, and I quit in 93. Quit smoking in 93. Zelle, yeah. Garden Grunge. This is just a cute little palette. This is a cute palette. And this is a true story, because I know y'all love hearing me babble nonsensically. In 1992, yeah, Zelle, Venmo, PayPal, Square, and I keep feeling like I'm missing something. I keep thinking it might just be them four, and they are down below in the description box. And the reason they're down there, and I think that's why other people do it too, and I heard a few other content creators say it, that they put their links down below because YouTube takes 30%. And sometimes, and I've even gotten messages sometimes like, I'd rather you get all of what I send and YouTube not take a cut. Is there any way is there a different way that I can send you money? And so I do find that to be true. And so I went ahead and listed them. And a few other content creators, I heard them say the same thing, that they get messages like, okay, I want to send you money, but I don't want YouTube to take 30%. Because they take 30% of everything, even off of the memberships. So that's why that stuff is down there. Cash App, yes, thank you. PayPal, Cash App, Square, Zelle, and Venmo. Did I say Venmo? PayPal? Yeah, I got them all. It's like 5 of them. I do them all. So anytime a client be like, do you take? I'll be like, yes. Before they even finish the question. I take them all. So after we finish here, we're going to log off and then come back and do the fourth look, which will be look 0. Makeup by Mario Moonlight. The formula is solid. Teresa was saying she loves the matte formula in Nature, but she was like the shimmers are kind of like, So she was saying we just want the matte to get the all matte one. But when I look at that, like we already all have those colors already. You know what I mean? I like Zoe. I like them all. Some of them do have not a surcharge, but they have a something. And I forget which ones don't. But hey, Emma. And yes, you are cool, Emma. And I forget what it is, but either way, I'm still making more than what, more than whatever the little fee is. Reminds me of the Cosmetics Blueberry Muffin Palette. This one, excuse me for those glares, y'all. This one reminds you of the Blueberry Palette? Blueberry Muffin? So this is, when I think of shading, and I'm not going to use paints, this is the palette that comes to my mind first. And if I want something shiny, this shade right here, this is, y'all. Palette is gorgeous. Mary Mean one. First look I did was the Grinch. That's one of my favorite troll play looks. And even though this does show up dark on me, this is a nice grungy green. But you're looking at it like, girl, you like grungy stuff and you got this light ass palette. It works for me, damn it. The shimmers are good. The formula is smooth. There's nothing in here that's really flaky. Like the other one I opened, I'm like, oh, it's stuff. This has nothing like rolling around in here. This is bright. This is nice. As much as I like the darkness, this shade is really nice. And look at this one. This dual chrome. When I first opened it, time to make a do videos. This is great. Desert Oasis from BH says Dawn. The new Beauty Day Desert Haze is similar. Yes, Dawn. Do a dupe video, Dawn, or a short or something. Dawn, for real though. At least start doing shorts, because they can only be up to 3 minutes, so it's going to be in and out quick, and you can upload it directly to YouTube from your phone if you're recording on your phone. Like I really, really do want you to start doing content. And so, but this was just that greenish shade, and when I look over here, I see the green part, and when I did the swatches and I swiped it, I was like, oh, there's red in it. I was like, oh, look at that. Look at this. I was like, oh, this palette is nice. And this one, I'm glad that did I purchase this one? Mary Mean one. I don't remember if I purchased it. I have it in my inventory book, like which ones are PR or not, but I don't remember. But that one, I was just like, ooh. Hey, Matter, how are you today? Oh, you're saying you're a man? Oh, damn it, Janet. Janet be like, Dion, just stick with what you're doing. Don't. It all started when I cursed at somebody. And since then, Janet be on it. She be like, nope. That was funny to me. I was like, did I really say that to that person? Whew. Janet says, not today. Yeah, and sometimes I'll start to say something and then it disappears. And I'll be like, I appreciate it, Janet. I do. She'd be like, stick to the plan. Stick to the plan. Talking about makeup here. Be going off on people. Yeah, blueberry muffin and avocado toast, says Alexandra. And you did videos on last month. It says, this one they sent to me in PR. And I remember it because I was like, whereas Mary Mean one, I was like, oh, hell yeah. This one I was kind of like, because y'all know I like soft, more bold shades. I like darker shades. But the looks though. This is the only matte in this row, and it is darker in person. That might have helped a little bit. This is a really pretty palette. They set it up easy. If you want to just do columns, stay monochromatic, you can. If you want to do diagonals, you can. You can do whatever you want to do. But this is a pretty palette. And when I used it, I was like, oh, thank you for sending that to me. Because I really feel like I wouldn't have purchased it because of the color story. But them sending it to me, I was like, oh. And then I used it, and I was like, oh. Hey, Alicia. And when they sent me his fall, y'all, online, I was like, I ain't buying it. They sent it to me. I used it. I love it. So I'm just like, oh, so I'm glad that they did send that one to me as well. The last two, let's just go ahead and get Victoria's Morbid out the way. Unearthly Aura. This was the first larger palette that I got from them. They sent this to me in PR. All shimmer, multi-chromes, and dual chrome. Some people have a problem with it. I do not. They set it up easy for you. If you want to do just monochromatic, you can do by columns. And I did make it a point to hop around in the palette. And I really like all the looks that I did with this. And I will do, this one caught my eye. I will do all shimmer looks, just like I'll do all matte looks. Like, it doesn't matter to me. And if you're the type of person that you have to have a matte somewhere, we know we got all the mattes already. So don't even be tripping on that. Okay. I will say, if you order from them, I do have a 15% off code down below. You're going to wait maybe 2-3 months to get your stuff. And I always get frustrated when I order something. I just received last week an order for lipsticks. They had a buy one get one free sale. I placed that order on June 26th. That just came a few days ago. I lie to you not. June 26th. And I'm always frustrated, and I try to hold it in, right? But then when I get it, I'm like, oh my gosh, like, this is great. So it's worth the wait. And then I'm like, it's makeup. First world problems. You got to wait a couple months to get your package. And so I try to tell myself these things, but I do usually end up feeling some type of frustration. I used to receive their stuff in a solid 3 weeks. Whenever I ordered it, 3 weeks later, it was in my mailbox or outside on my doormat. And then stuff started changing. And it might be 2 months. The lipsticks, I just told you, June 26th, I ordered them. They just came last week. So I'm just like... And with PR... I'm very grateful to have it. It's DionLorah.PhD. DionLuvs 15. And yeah, Jan is like, I don't know where my order, when your order was. Yeah, because sometimes chat, she'll be like, oh, I'm still waiting for mine. I'll be like that. But I'll be feeling bad too, because I'm like, okay, they're using my code to buy stuff, and then they gotta wait and wait and wait and wait and wait to get it. And I do really be feeling bad. Always already 1 year. Oh, already 1 year anniversary. That was fast. Congratulations. You will see them soon. Thank you, Janet, for putting my code in the chat. I don't know what that's referring to, Alexandra. Wait a minute. Let me back up. Mo said something. Oh, your son's. Okay, Mo. Her son is celebrating his first anniversary. But not with them. Okay. At least you're celebrating. Oh, Alexandra just subscribed to you, Grace. They moved back to Houston, but I give them their space. Yo, it's humid in Houston. I was there one time. I said, never again. It was like breathing underwater. And I have asthma, so I was just like, I was having trouble breathing. Oh, my Lord. So this one, only Dion can pin during the chat. Oh, you were trying to, oh, okay. Oh, pin message. Oh, okay. Sometimes I get nervous when I'm pushing buttons because I'm like, I don't know what's going to happen. So this one, yeah, if you're looking at, I don't even know if they still have it. They discontinued a lot of stuff on their website, and they did a list of, we're getting rid of, all of this stuff. But then they make so much stuff. It seems like every other week they're coming out with something new. And whichever one of them, it's a really small team, whichever one of them that creates stuff, they are very creative. And so they are always making stuff. And sometimes I'm like, how about y'all get all the orders out before you make something new? Because then you're like, oh, this is great. And of course, because you want people to buy it, but they're already waiting on stuff from like 2 months ago. And so I'm just like, but then if you're creative that way, you're going to keep creating. Yeah, that humidity. It's good for the skin. Not the way I sweat. You can have that. No. You can have that. I went one time. I was at never again. I got off because I was driving. This is when I lived in Texas, when I was in the military. And my mom had came down, and it was some meeting or something. If I'd have known it was an MLM, I wouldn't have took her. I'm just like, and I should have knew because she was being cryptic. She's like, I want you to come to this meeting with me. If I would have known, I wouldn't have took her. But anyway, that's how we ended up going to Houston. And it was... So that was way back. I was like, Alexandra said humidity is not good for our mood. It makes your skin glow. It makes me look greasy. I could not. Oh, and then my asthma. So I don't even know if this is still on their website or not. I am fairly confident that I will not get rid of this one until it turns and irritates my lids, and then at that point I'll just throw it away, or until the formula changes. Some of these, the texture is a little gritty, but it doesn't go on gritty. To the hell we are, capital of the world, says Doc. Not after all this bullshit that 4547 is doing. China about to be the world leader, for real, for real. For real, for real. Them motherfuckers, them in the UK, they like United States what? Who? Huh? All these countries is making deals with each other because this dude want to act a fool, throwing his little temper tantrums. We're not going to talk political. Some of them are a little, for the brush, when I pick it up, it might feel kind of textured, a tad gritty, but when I apply it, it doesn't feel gritty. And I'm seeing it because I'm looking at this one. This is one that's kind of gritty. This one right here. But everything applies really nice. Everything in here shows up on me, but then look at me. I'm the black person version of uncooked chicken. Thank you, Teresa, for having that in my mind. The air conditioning capital of the world. I'm next to you, Doc Mo. I feel Texas heat and it burns. Man, as much as I love brown skin, tan skin, y'all, I tan easy. If I remember, I'm going to post a picture here on my community tab. This was a few years ago. It was during COVID, because a friend of mine that lived here, who now lives in North Carolina, they bought a property in Virginia near one of the beaches or whatever. And COVID, so she was like, hey, she calls me Doc, well, because of my doctorate degree. And so she calls me Doc. She's like, hey, Doc, I'm going down on Tuesday for a week. You want to come with me? We can go to the beach and hang out. I was like, yeah, sure. Y'all, 2 days in a row, we went to the beach. No more than like an hour and a half tops each day. I was chocolate like a Hershey's Kiss. When I looked at myself in the mirror, I was like, oh, shit. I tan like that. 2 days. I'm going to try and make a mental note. Okay, give me a moment to post those pictures. And I was just like, you a chocolate drop. And my skin was so fucking pretty. But yeah, I tan super quick. And the first day, I didn't wear sunglasses. Because I thought they would just keep the sun out your eyes. But I'm like, oh, I'm cool. Second day, we went out there. The third day, my eyelids were sore and sensitive. So I had like mild sunburn on my eyelids. And so I'm putting on Vaseline. It healed it. But I was just like, y'all, I tan super quick. So anytime I'm pasty like this on my face, I have zero sun for like months at a time. Like, I don't like the sun. I'm heat sensitive. But this palette, I don't know if I would have purchased it because it is on the lighter side. But this row right here, well, I should say these three, these show up dark on me. This is really bold. But as a whole, I don't think I would have purchased it. Unless I was a monochromatic eyeshadow look always forever person, because then you just go through the columns. You know what I mean? But I am really glad they sent this to me, because this palette is like really nice. So this is top tier. So our last one, then we're going to recap real quick, so I know I kept detouring. Circo Loco, Crazy Circus. Use your Crazy Circus, Mo. My second time having it, and that's why it looks so pristine, except for this one shade over here. I love this palette. It is fun to me, and I've done over 20 looks with this one, including the looks I did before, like total, with Circo Loco in general. I did over 20 looks because it inspires me, because it is so colorful. It's like, ooh, what else can I do? And I do have a playlist for this too, if y'all want to check that out. But yeah, so top tier Circo Loco, and I've always said this will always be in my collection, and I always said Biba will forever be in my collection. Biba right now I think is in my Macari store, because I purchased a dramatic palette, and there is some overlap between the colors. So if she update this, I don't know. So top tier Natasha, top tier Unearthly Aura, top tier Rose from the Dead, Notoriously Morbid. We used a lot of Notoriously Morbid last month. Mary Mean One, top tier. Mario, only for the shading stuff, because this is my go-to palette for shading. Because after like 3 years or so, the shadows start to irritate my eyelids, and so then I throw it away. Yeah, so that's why. Yeah, for her, and the PAO is 24 months. But it takes me like 3 years, 3.5 years, and then it'll start irritating my eyelids. So I ditched it, and I got a new one during one of her sales. And actually, it was one of her end of year sales where she did a bundle, and it was Biba with this one. And for the bundle price, it was either about the same or just maybe $10 higher than if I got them individually. And so I just purchased a bundle. But yeah, so that's why I don't have it. I have sensitive eyelids. I have sensitive skin in general. And so people say, oh, I've had this palette for 8 years. I'd be like, ooh. My eyelids ain't set up like that. Garden Grunge, top tier. All the Marios. Oh my lord! Why do I keep calling Love of My Life that other person? You're like a vampire. Hung Vango Beauty. Brilliant Blue, Composed Cool, Generous Green and Yellow, and Wonderful Warm. So all of these are top tier. So not a lot of palettes last month. Just this one and this one. And this one, that's going to go to Mo. And so I will try to remember to get back to you tomorrow, Mo. And I'm saying that just because my stomach is like, girl, just go sit down somewhere. And I'm about to leave here and then come back to another live and do that look. And then after that, I'm sure I'll be done for the night. Yeah, but I will get to that. And I'll take pictures and post it. What I'll do, since you messaged me, Mo, I'm gonna let you know right before I post it, because I'm gonna post it for $10 instead of $15. And if somebody see that, they might snatch it. So I'll let you know, like, okay, I'm ready to post it right now, so that way you can just grab it. So we'll do that. And so thank you, Mo. And I do think you'll really like it. So y'all, we're gonna go. Thank you for being here for this. I am sweating. I'm sweating. So we're gonna go, y'all. Thank you again, Janessa, for my 669 fun super shit. The humidity protects your skin, cause you're a little tan. I'm a glowworm. But at least I don't burn either. I've had sunburn quite a few times before, and it ain't nice. It ain't nice at all. But I do tan like super quick. I'll go to the grocery store and be out shopping all day, come back, and I'm tan. I'm like, I only been outside and in and out of the store. Like, what? Yeah, y'all, yeah. And I do have some European and all that in my system. But anyway, so we're going to go, y'all. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you, Janet, for posting my link. There's a lot of links in the description box. And we are going to go in a couple minutes. We're going to come right back and do a look with Vela Tofana, look number 0. And that'll be that. And so thank you, everybody. Thanks again, Janessa. And as always, self-acceptance, self-love. That is the crazy Troll Nation way. Thank you, and you'll see me soon. Thank you to the replay crew. Y'all know y'all rock. See y'all later. Bye.